Yes, sir. Welcome back, one percenters. So today we have a requested video. Everybody in our last live wanted to know about Grouped. This is the platform that you are currently on. It's called Grouped, and it is a community building platform. And so I decided to build my community on it. But the guys and the girls were asking, mainly they wanted to know how you monetize Group. But I'm going to give you a breakdown of exactly what this place is, as well as how to monetize it. So, as we all know, if you guys have watched all of the previous classes, our goal in 2024 is to eliminate streaming revenue as our main source of revenue. And we're going to do that by selling direct to the consumer. All this information is available for you if you go watch the previous classes. But I just want to point out we're doing that by going direct to consumer, and you go to direct consumer by building a community, which is the main thing that group is. Community and database are synonymous, right? What a community is it's a database. It's a way to be able to reach your fans directly. Because we all know on social media, you can only reach about 10% every time you post. If that, if you do have a really good post, you'll reach 10% of your following. So you have to begin to build that database. You've always heard the email list, the text list. That's a database. Before Group came along, we didn't have many options of collecting that. And so myself, I was using MailChimp. Some of you may have heard of MailChimp or ConvertKit. And what we were doing was collecting all those emails and then importing them into MailChimp. Well, on Group, what we can do is anytime somebody joins grouped, so for example, if I say, hey, go join my community, hey, go join the 1%, when somebody joins, that email goes directly into the group database, and I can email everybody using grouped. So that's the first thing that grouped is a database. So anytime somebody joins your community, you automatically have their email, you automatically have direct access to them because you can email every member in your community using group. So group becomes your database. The second thing group handles is live streaming. Some of you may have been using Twitch or you've been using IG, etc., to live stream. The key to live streaming is when people become a part of your community, they're usually coming because they want access to you. And there's no better access point than live, besides in person, of course, right? But online, the best access point to you is going to be live. That way the person knows they're directly talking to you. They have your attention. They can get to speak to you one on one or as a part of a group, but they know in that moment they have your attention. And so that's the biggest access point you can give anybody as a part of your community is live streaming. And so group has that in there. Now they've upgraded it to where you can bring somebody up on stage so they can come up on video and you can talk to them directly. Similar to what IG Lives looks like. So second thing is live streaming. So Group has the reason I chose Group, by the way, as you're starting to become aware of it, because it has everything that I need in one. So I'm able to begin building my database. I'm able to serve my database via live streaming. The next thing I can do is serve my database by giving them media. So not only can I upload audio, so for me, I uploaded my audio book, but for artists, they can upload their music. Release music, unreleased music, demos, acoustic, whatever media you have, you can upload it to Group. And then the second, once we leave here, I'm going to actually go into Group and show you this, but I want to just give you an overall idea of what it was. But yes, you can upload any audio, any music, any visual. So any form of media, you're able to upload it to Group as another form of serving your community. And as we'll get into in a second, that can be for free or that can be paid media. That's totally up to you. The next thing that group offers is communication chat. Prior to group, I had a Discord. I hated it. I'm not a fan of Discord, but some people use Discord, some people use Telegram, some people use Facebook groups. But guess what? I don't need any of those three things now because in group, I have open communication lines through the chat. So group has not only the Reddit style communication tab where not only I can leave messages and have open discussions, but you guys, the fans or the members, can go in and leave and lead open discussions inside of there, as well as there's a group chat, as well as there's direct messaging. So group now takes care of that. So in just the last, things I've told you, I've got rid of my Discord. You know what I mean? My social media, I have it, but I can upload that same media here. My live streaming, I have it on social media, but I can do it right here. So I don't have to leave group to live stream. So I can that way I'm super serving my community. It's an exclusive live stream versus open to the public. And of course, most importantly, my database. And then the last thing is monetization. So group covers at least 5 areas. It becomes your database, and you're now open to live stream to your database. You're now open to provide media, free or paid, to your database. You're now open to have discussions, have live chats going at all times, 24/7 with your database. And then most importantly, to a lot of you guys, you're now able to monetize all of your media. You're now able to monetize your access. You're now able to monetize your knowledge via the communication and chat. And so that's what Group is. It took everything, all of these different platforms that we needed before, and put it into one place. So now I'm not sending everybody to several different links. I'm not saying, hey, join my email list and then I'll give you a link to my Discord. You know what I mean? I'm not saying, hey, if you want to see my media, join my Patreon. I don't need to do that. I don't need to do that anymore. I can just send everybody to one place, and that's grouped. So now that we've got that out the way, I want to show you guys what group looks like. So we're gonna go into the actual platform, and then I'll explain further. Okay, so what you're seeing in front of you is what you're going to see when you invite somebody. This is my setup, the 1%, but you can customize this for your community, whatever you want to name your community. You're gonna have a banner, you're gonna have your intro video, and then you're gonna have your options. And so I have 3 options. I have a monthly option. I don't know why that's not showing, a 6 month option and a 12 month option. So they can join monthly for $97. They can join for 6 months for $497, which they get a 15% discount for doing that, or 12 months for $997, which they get a 30% discount. But what I also can have here is a free tier. I want to talk about free tiers first, because that is actually, for artists, one of the best ways to begin building your database. And so, for example, when you had your email list, if you did have it, that was free. It was free to sign up for your email list, and you might have given them some incentive. So think about this the same way. Your free tier is the same thing. You're giving them an incentive to join, your free tier, and now they become a part of your database. So every single person that joins, you now have direct access to them. What that means is, if you get a person in there, now you have somebody that what we call warm audience, meaning they know who you are, they like you, so much that they decided to join your community. So that means that person will likely buy from you when it's time to sell, when it's time to sell your album, your music, your merch, whatever you may be selling, your live show, whatever you may be selling. You now have direct access to somebody who is more than likely going to purchase from you. And so that's what that free tier provides. It provides direct access to your warm audience, the people who already love you, already want to support you. So having a free tier to me is magnificent, because I can collect as many people as possible that I can later sell to. And so that's why I always endorse having a free tier if I'm an artist. As one of the ways to go. It's on, and, all these options are up to you. When you're using group, you can create free tier, paid tier. There are people that have $5 a month paid tier subscription. So it's whatever you want to do. But I like the free tier, because at the end of the day, our purpose here is to collect a database, build a community, build a database that we have direct access to people who we know love us. Something else I want to point out too while we're here is Grouped has what's called a gift membership. So that basically means if you have a paid subscription, right? Somebody can gift a subscription to their friends. So let's say if somebody's best friend is a huge fan of you as an artist, so their best friend can say, hey man, I want to gift them a membership to your community. And so they can come in and purchase for them, and then enter their email, and now that person has access for free because somebody has gifted them a membership. So that's a pretty cool feature that group does have is being able to give memberships. So hey, so now, so when you send people to your group, this is what they're gonna see, and they're able to either sign up for free or sign up to your subscription. They have all of those options there. Okay, so once inside of Grouped, and this is for you guys who are creating Grouped so that you can build your community. There's going to be three tabs. You have your home tab where you can make polls, and then one of the new cool features is you can make audio polls. So that means you can pick, however many songs you want to pick, and then say, "Hey guys, which one of these songs is your favorite?" So they can help you decide what song to put out to DSPs, or they can help you decide which song to shoot a video to. So you can make audio polls where you can put the music in there. So you can make audio polls, image polls, and text polls where you can have your community help decide. I always tell you guys, community is the best focus group you'll ever have. So yeah, so you have your home page where you can list, all of your important things that you need that you need your community to know. You guys are all familiar with this because you've been inside of my community. And then you have this is actually a media page, and you can rename it to whatever you want. As you can see, I've renamed mine to the one percenters. And so this is where you can have all of your media. So if you want to, for instance, like how I did, if you wanted to put your album, what I put was my audio book. And then if you have your free tier, you can have it for free, or you can go in and say, you know what, this is for the paid tier only. And so you can click this button here, and now this is now and then go to save. So now it's premium. So that means only my paid tier members get to see this content. And so that's one way. So with Grouped, you can have your free media, you can have your paid media, or you can say, you know what? Instead of saying, hey man, only the subscribers can have this, you know what I want to do? I want to make it pay what you want. So I just click this button, pay what you can afford. I put a minimum price to say I want a minimum price of $5, and then I save. So now my free members, my subscribers, whoever, anybody that's a member, if they want access to this content, it could be music. Again, it could be whatever media I choose. It could be video. It could be a live acoustic performance that I recorded, or whatever media I want. I can say, hey man, I don't want to sell this to you guys, but I know it's worth something. You pay what you want for it. So that way it doesn't feel like I'm selling. I'm just saying, hey, if you guys want to support me in this way. And so I can make this pay what you want. And then, of course, lastly, I can take this media and I can put a fixed price. I can say, hey, you know what? I need $40 for this media. And so I'm going to fix the price. So now this is $40. So whether you're a subscriber, whether you're a free member, whatever the case may be, hey, I need $40 for this media. If you guys want to support me and see it and watch this media, that's the price. So you can do fixed price, you can do pay what you want. Or you can just say, hey, only the subscribers, only the paid subscribers can see this. Or you can say it's free. Everybody can see it. So all of these options are up to you. The reason that group is so wonderful is because it kind of gets rid of the stigma of selling. It's more so saying you're more so saying to your fans, if you want to support, here are the ways you can support. So if I have a free tier and I put this up for pay what you want, I'm saying is if you guys want to support me, you can pay what you want for it. Or even if I have a fixed price, hey, you guys don't have to view this, but if you do want to support me, go ahead and pay this price to support me. So let's think about if I put my album on sale for $40. You guys don't have to buy this, but it's in here, it's available. If you want to support me, hey, support me in this way. This is the best way you can support me. You know what I mean? And so that's why Grouped is so wonderful, because it takes the stigma of selling away, and it's just building a community in which I give offers. And then if the people that follow me, if my members want to, indulge in those offers, they can. And so that's why I love Groot. I'm going online. I'm saying join my community, and inside of my community, I do have ways you can support me if you want to support me. And so that's what Grouped is. And then free game is basically a Reddit style communication tab, meaning I can make a post and then you guys can join in on the discussion, or you guys can go in here and you can create a new topic and join in on the discussion. And so one thing while I'm here, the way that we direct email people is I can say, hey, I can put in, um, whatever I want, and I can say notify a member. Then I can customize that email. And so I can put whatever I want, and then I can just hit post, and it will email you guys whatever the information is. And so that's what we call direct access to your fans. Now, when I hit email, it's not gonna just reach 10% like a post on social media. It's gonna email 100% of my community members. And that's the difference. That's why you build a community, because when it is time to send out important information, vital information, when it is time to finally sell something, you know you have direct access to your fans. And so that's what we have here inside a group. So I urge everybody to begin building your community. Again, going back to the center of this thing, it's all about having a database. You need to be able to sell direct to your fans, which means you need direct access to your fans. And this is just a really cool way you can do it, because when you're building a community, your job is to serve that community. So you can serve them with, exclusive media. You can serve them with lives. I mean, you can go live whenever you want. On live, you can do by tier. You can set a price for your lives. You can do pay what you want lives. But also, while you're on lives, they have a tipping feature. So you can get tips while you're on live. And then of course, once you set up your live, you can notify all the members and send out that the live is scheduled for whatever time and date. And so there's a numerous amount of ways to monetize on here. It's really just up to you to say, okay, how valuable is this piece of content? How valuable is this moment? What do I want to charge for that moment? Do I want to do it for free just to be of service to the community? Do I want to do pay what you want just so I don't have to set a price, so I can just say, hey, what is it worth to you? Or do I want to set a fixed price? Or do I want to go live and focus on tips? And so it's just so many options, you guys. The key being that it's about support, not about selling. Your community members are there to support you. And they're going to support you more the more you serve them. And so that's the key here. Building your database, serving your database, and then monetizing on the things that you feel like are of value and should be monetized. And when you monetize, you simply say, hey guys, here's what I'm doing. If you want to support me, you can. And the good thing about that is you're talking to people who want to support you. That is why they joined your community. So yes, so that is what Grouped is, guys. So it also has the Creator Studio, which has all of your analytics in it. I won't be able to show mine because then it has so many numbers in it or whatnot. But nevertheless, it's your Creator Studio. It has your analytics, all the money you've earned, how many subscribers you have, free versus paid per tier. Special thing about Grouped and about just selling direct to consumer in general is you can always deposit your money. It's not like streaming where you have to wait 4 months for the revenue. And Group, the moment you make the money, if you choose at that moment to deposit into your account, you can. There are no restrictions. You can deposit money into your account every single day if you chose to. The day you make it is the day you can deposit it. And so that's what's special about Grouped is whenever money is made, you get that money that day. You just hit deposit and it'll go to your account. So listen, I would definitely encourage you guys to use Grouped, but that is what it is for. That's what I use it for. And now you can hopefully see the different ways to monetize Grouped. As always, my DMs on here are open. I respond to every DM because you guys are very important to me. So I always get back to my DMs in a timely manner. The lives, I'll see you guys every Thursday on live. So if you have more questions, we can dig deeper on live. And I just enjoy being here with you guys. So as always, make sure you tell people about our community. Make sure you tell people about Grouped. And I hope you guys enjoy using Groups. So I hope everybody that watches this goes and creates themselves a community today so they can start building their database, so they can start monetizing their music, monetizing their art, and just monetizing their access period, because that's what it's all about, man. We want to make sure that streaming becomes our fifth, sixth, seventh form of revenue versus our top form of revenue. So Group is one of the ways you can do that, man. So I'll see you guys on Thursday live.